My next slide is something related to a court case that we discussed on the show before. It's called El Haiti v. Cable. And in that case, there was an exhibit that showed the number of people in various categories in TSDB, in NCIC. These are all TSDBs, the entire database. Not every year is available, but as you can see, it grew 480% from the inception of it. And then there was a big adjustment in 2008, 2009. And then from that point, it grew more than 12 times from this inception. This is what stood out to me. I look at this growth from 2013 to 2023, and this growth appears in a straight line. If you spend a day in the real world, and I spent 30 years working for a free market business, this looks to me like projection numbers. The real life numbers never look like this. So when they call TSDB an enterprise, they're not joking. They actually mean it. These are projected numbers, and they find people to be on the TSDB, regardless of what's going on with terrorism, regardless of the data. These are the numbers they projected, and these are the numbers they delivered.
This goes along with what Mr. Steve Friend has been saying, that they were pressuring agents to find domestic terrorists and to put people on the terrorist list, no matter if they didn't meet the criteria. It's like you say, it's like they set goals and they just look for people to put in there to fill in those goals.
This graph shows you the number of TSDB listees who are US persons. So from 2004 to 2007, the number of US persons in the entire TSDB was steadily 1%. That piqued my interest. And then from 2013, it was 0.9, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5, 0.4. The percentages of all TSDB listees does not reflect real world numbers. Those are projections. We already looked at it. And then in 2008, there was a reset. But these numbers, 1%, 1% per 1%, 0.9, they keep it under 1%. Those are projections. This is the enterprise. It has nothing to do with the real world. It has to do with the way the FBI projected to do business. What stood out to me is when I put these numbers on an Excel spreadsheet and created these graphs, it became apparent to me that the word enterprise actually has a direct meaning, that the government is running TSDB as a business. It makes projections and it fulfills those numbers. We need to digest it on a very deep level. This is what the government, this is what the FBI, this is what the DOJ is doing to us. It's planning an expansion of TSDB, and it's running it as a business. And it fulfills all its projections because they can. Because this is not a free market enterprise. This is a government enterprise.